Well, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm back. Welcome to Charlotte's Kitchen. Yesterday I prepared my Sunday meal. Today we are going to do the taste test on our collard green soup. So I made collard green soup. I love to do first time taste tests on Facebook. And so here we are. Hi Teresa, how are you? It's funny that you logged on because I was just telling Perry I'm gonna start doing step by step so you can see it. So I am going to actually show you guys how the collard green soup look. I used a crock pot. So last night I had leftover greens, and if you go back to the video from last night, oh honey. And so here I am, I'm going to show you because I'm going to prepare Mr. Wonderful's bowl of soup. So here we go. Here is my crock pot and I have the greens, my collard green soup in the crock pot. And as you can see, the potatoes became a little bit discoloration, probably because I had it on low all night long. So right now I am preparing Perry's bowl of collard green soup, so you can see exactly how it looks. It has a lot of juice. I'm not really a broth person, so I'm going to use this kind of spoon to get my soup because I don't like broth. I don't like warm broth. That may sound weird, but those that know me personally know I don't do soup. I only do creamy soups. So here is my collard green soup. It has beef in it, potatoes, carrots, and fresh collard greens. So here's Perry's bowl of collard green soup. So I am taking Mr. Wonderful. I like to have a side of tomatoes, jalapenos, and I also like to have some onions because that's what I like to put on my collard greens. I also made rosemary chicken. Here is some rosemary chicken on Mr. Wonderful's plate. I had the rosemary chicken inside the crock pot. As you can see, it's kind of dark. Let me see if I turn the light on a little bit. You can see that there is a lot of juice in here because there's zero water that you need to add into your rosemary chicken. I just put it in a crock pot, seasoned it, put rosemary, garlic, and all that. Made my homemade cornbread. I am cutting into my wonderful homemade buttermilk cornbread. Nothing like homemade cornbread with your greens. And trying to do this with one hand is can be a little difficult here. So bear with me because we're going to do this taste test live. So don't judge me, y'all. I'm doing this with one hand. You want to hear or here?
It's good.
Here?
Fine.
All right. So I have Mr. Wonderful here.
Hello, my good people.
And he is going to be my taste tester for the collard greens.
Well, as we see here, it looks wonderful. It looks very good. I see the carrots and the potatoes. So here we go. Wow! It tastes absolutely wonderful. I feel the flavor just enhancing my taste buds as it just run across my tongue. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me try let me try the carrots. Wow. This is absolutely wonderful. And we must do this again. I'm enjoying the flavor. I mean, it is greens, but I never had potatoes in my greens and carrots. But actually, it's actually good. I can still feel the flavor enhancing. Great job, honey.
Well, why, thank you. I just want to give you guys a little tip on my dessert today. You know how we buy boxed apple pie. I had an apple pie that was purchased from the store, and it was in a box. So to enhance your apple pie, what I did Added some butter on top of my apple pie, and I am going to stick this in the oven and let the butter melt on top. I'm not really a ice cream and apple pie to make it apple pie a la mode. I love whipped cream. I love whipped cream. So I purchased some whipped cream in a container, plastic container, and I put it in the freezer. So when you put that in the freezer, it has that ice cream effect, but I like the creaminess of it. So that's going to be our dessert for today. So I am going to actually make myself a small bowl of the collard green soup because I haven't tried it myself. So we had Mr. Wonderful tasted it. So I'm going to taste it for myself, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. However, this is what it looked like. The potatoes has a little bit of discoloration in it because I had this in the crock pot all night long on low. So there's also some beef in here. You can kind of see the steam coming from the pot. So I use this spoon for Perry's, this so he can get some broth. And I'm using this spoon with holes in it because I don't like broth. I'm not a soup person. So mine is not gonna be like really soupy, you know. It's more of looking like this without any. So I'm do a little wonderful taste test. I am going to cut up some of my wonderful cornbread, and I'm doing this with one hand, so it's kind of hard. I should have used a spatula, so my second piece should be much better. So here we go. Don't judge me because it's not perfect. So I am going to taste it, and if it's really good, I say try it. You know, I saw this recipe and I said, you know what, I'm gonna give it a whirl because this is how we do it. You know, so I'm gonna try. By the way, happy Sunday, everyone. I mean, church was wonderful, but anyway, it's good to start your day out like that. As you can see that there is a piece of beef in it. Tatiana, I am doing the taste test of the collard green soup. Thank you, girl, for that recipe because here I am. I'm trying it right now. Perry said he absolutely loved it. So I'm going to try it and I'm going to let you know. I also have a plate of tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, and onions because that's what I like to have on my greens. So I'm going to add a little bit of this to my greens. I already have the carrots, might as well. It's a one skillet meal. I also made some rosemary chicken because when you try new foods for the very first time, in my world, you gotta have a plan B. So my plan B was to have me some rosemary chicken and some pasta salad that I got in the refrigerator. So you know what? A sister ain't going hungry. Not when you ain't cooking something that don't taste that great. So here I go. I have some homemade buttermilk cornbread that I made. And I'm gonna give you my honest opinion and let you know how it is. Mine is not brothy, so mine is not really soupy. So I do it like this. So I must say, it is really good. I mean, it's different because it has potatoes and carrots in it, but the flavor of the collard greens along with the beef in here, it all ties in together because it's all vegetables. And here we are, our southern people, our soul food people are just used to having ham hocks and collard greens, but add some vegetables to it to turn it into a soup. Actually, it's really good. I'm gonna take another bite. The best part about it is, it's very, very healthy for you. I add 0 fat to any of my greens. I seared the beef in a cast iron skillet, and I put it into the crock pot in chicken broth. I hardly ever use water as a broth. Whatever requires a vegetable broth or beef broth, it enhances the flavor. So That's what I do when it comes to nothing like flavorful food. I don't have to taste the rosemary chicken because I know that that's the bomb. I purchased an apple pie from the store, put a little butter on it, stick it in the oven, let the butter melt on top of that apple pie, bought me some whipped cream, stuck it in the freezer so it can give me that ice cream effect. Because you know what? It's less calories, but it still gives you that, apple pie a la mode. So with that being said, I need to finish my meal. I just want to thank you guys for joining me on this wonderful Sunday. Thank you all for watching, and tune in to next time when I have another new recipe coming from a kitchen of mine, Charlotte's Kitchen. And what I say, it's all about the kitchen, baby. Can't go without eating. Peace. Have a blessed night.